Today on the Gaming Gray YouTube channel, we're going to do a quick comparison of PC Minecraft versus Xbox One Minecraft. For the PC Minecraft, I am going to go with an amplified world, just because it is a lot more spectacular, and something I wish they would actually bring out to the Xbox One, just due to how cool it looks and how big it is. Now, it does take a little while to load, even though I do have quite a fast computer here. When the world first loads, it's not quite rendered all the way. You got to give it a second. There is a few disadvantages to the PC, which is mostly power, rendering, those kind of things. Multiplayer's not as good due to you either have to be on a local network, have your own private server, or go try to play on a public server. That's definitely a pro with the Xbox, is with your live account, you can play with your friends anytime, all the time, without any issues. There's just a quick connect, and there's never been any issues with it. And also, the rendering is faster and whatnot. But definitely with the PC, you can add mods and Amplified World. And Amplified World is just everything is not so much bigger, but mostly taller, I've noticed. So we have large biomes that go up and down. There's lots of floating chunks of land. Here's a desert. Usually deserts are flat. This one is quite hilly and mountainous. Lots of waterfalls, lava waterfalls everywhere too. So definitely something that's fun to play on, just being of how big it actually is. Now again, you do have to have quite a fast computer, which is going to cost you probably more than an Xbox. And then if you want to play with your friends, then you probably want to play just on a LAN connection just so it's fast. You don't have to pay money for servers, or find a server that'll let you play, especially if you just want to do a quick creative and have your own saves all the time. And here's a jungle biome. Ridiculous. And the world hasn't even loaded all the way just due to how much has to be loaded. Fastest graphics card you have and the better graphics card you have, the faster this is going to load. I got a NVIDIA GTX 970 and this is loading pretty fast. We do have the settings set to 20 chunk render distance, unlimited frame rate, graphics fancy, everything's up quite a ways. So that will slow things down a bit, but it will look nicer. And once it's loaded, then when you go back over to that piece of land, it will be there already. It's already saved and rendered and ready to go. So just something you definitely want to check out if you have a good gaming computer. Okay, here we are with the Xbox One edition. Everything loads a lot faster. It's laid out fairly well. Here's the multiplayer where you go join. No one's on right now, none of my friends, but if they were, you'd have listed their names and basically who's on. You can go see if you can join them. So we're going to go create a new world here. We definitely, let's call it new world, that's fine. Set it to creative, change the difficulty. Texture pack, which is kind of a cool thing. It's almost like mods, but it's just textures. We can leave that on normal. We can leave it as an online game. More options. We can do seed number. If you actually have one, you can find some online. Sometimes they work. World size, which is kind of nice to adjust. You can't do that in PC. So you can either have regular worlds or super flat worlds. You can customize your super flat world, which we're not going to do. And then you just have a few other things, mostly which are for online and playing with your friends. So there's not as many options on the Xbox One edition for creating games, but it's definitely a better system for if you want to play with friends online, because you have lots of people, do some cool stuff, build together, and it's always saved on a local Xbox, which is nice. So we spawned. For graphics, they're pretty even. I think the Xbox One edition might be slightly better. Again, we don't have amplified, so that's not as cool. You just have regular worlds, but they do load quite faster. Again, the game is made to be run on this system with these kind of specs, and it's even throughout, so nothing ever changes, so they can actually set it so it renders properly every time. So as you can see, we're flying quite fast. It's rendering a hell of a lot faster. Again, it doesn't have to render nearly as much as the amplified world on a PC, but it still works out. So I definitely think if you want to play with friends and whatnot, the Xbox One edition is probably the way to go, especially considering that a console is a little bit cheaper than a PC. But it depends what you're doing. If you're just doing regular worlds on your PC in Minecraft, probably just almost any ordinary household PC will do. If you want to do stuff like Amplified and work with mods and maybe even run a server, you're definitely going to want a beefier computer. Those are the main differences I've really seen in the difference between the Xbox One and the PC version. The other thing is, like crafting menus, and these kind of menus are laid out differently. Where's my crafting menu? Well, I guess I don't have one since I'm in creative, since this would be crafting. So this is laid out nice for weapons and everything else. And then when you're actually building stuff here, basically you just go find what you need and tells you if you have enough materials. PC version, of course, you actually have to go and click and make sure you have the wood in the right order to make a pickaxe and a shovel and a sword and whatever else. So I hope that's good representation of which one is better. I can't actually decide and say one is overly better than the other. They each have their specifics. Xbox is definitely more multiplayer orientated. PC is definitely more crazy survival, customizable world. They're still both amazing. Get whatever one works better for you.